Hey Dennis, hey drone. Right, we're not quite set off live yet, guys, but thank you for joining us. We're sat here in the Wiltshire countryside of lovely Great Britain. It's a bit cold, but I think we can do this. We've got a lovely sunset, lovely clear sky. I think we'll be all right for this flight. There's a few people down at Stonehenge still, so I won't be able to get too close to it. But I'll do my best to get as close as I can to give you a nice view of Stonehenge. I've got my chat on my other phone so I can see you. Yeah, sorry about the fence, Dennis. I've just got it resting on the box at the minute. I was just sorting out the filters and everything. I'll lift you up in a minute and give you a view around where I am, because it's a beautiful part of the world. Hello. About 10 minutes ago I had a small light aircraft flying quite low. Where I am is right on the edge of a military airspace, so I've got myself where I can see visual line of sight at all times. And I'm freezing. Right, let's lift the drone up and I'll give you a bit of a look around. Let me put you on the ground and get you guys up in the air and you can have a look around. Nice bit of grass for you all. I'll try and keep an eye on the chat, but obviously where I'm flying might be a bit difficult, but we'll see how we get on.
Take off.
Right, let's get up.
Low point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Okay, let me give you a bit of a view around. Bring a bit more light into here. It's a little bit breezy as well, guys. Right, over there, you can just see it, is Stonehenge. And that's where we're going to be flying to in a minute. As you see, there's the glorious sunshine. It is very windy. Okay, let's go and show you guys the stones. I'm going to keep below 200 feet, I say, because we've got a bit of air traffic in the area. This whole bit of land you can see here was all historic Neolithic stuff. We've got all kinds of barrow ridges and all sorts around here. Okay, let's give it a bit of a turn. And there's a beautiful Stonehenge. You can see why I can't get too close, because there's quite a few people there. Doesn't that look lovely? Let's try and alter the shutter speed a little bit just to bring that down. How's that for a sunset, guys? Hi everybody in the chat. I've got my phone sat next to me, but obviously I'm concentrating on flying, so if I miss you saying hello, my apologies. I'll try and catch up with you all later on. And there is, ladies and gentlemen, the gorgeous Stonehenge. Oop. I think the wind's causing a bit of obstacle avoidance to go off there. There's nothing there, I hope. Hope the wind's not too bad for you guys. Right, I can actually hear aircraft, so I'm just going to bring my height down a little bit. It is quite popular with sightseeing aircraft around here as well, so you have to be aware of that. That road you can see behind is the A303 that travels straight through the Stonehenge site, and they're looking at building a tunnel in the next few years, so these cars here getting a good sight of Stonehenge won't be able to for too long, unfortunately. There is a road that I'm currently sat on that used to go right past Stonehenge, and you can actually see it there where the footpath is, where the people are. And this is where I'm sat at the moment. And this road was closed quite a few years ago, and you can't go up close to the stones like you used to be able to. I remember as a kid going here and actually being allowed around the stones, but you're not allowed to do that anymore, unfortunately. My apologies if I sniff as well, because it's pretty cold out here. Windy. I don't know if you can hear the wind. Alright, let me just stop over here and I'll give you a bit of a guided tour of the area. There's the sunset. Let me try and get rid of that glare a little bit. I might need to put another filter on. A lot of this land you can see behind, guys, is actually owned by the military. It's been owned by the military for a good 100 years or so, and a lot of it is out of bounds to the general public. So, yeah, you can only see it from the air. We're not even allowed to fly in places, which I'm right on the edge of the military airspace here, so I have to be aware, but it's a shame. It's such a large area. There's actually a village not far from here that was closed to the residents during World War II. It's still closed this day. The residents haven't been allowed to move back. The the joys of living near military. See all these people here. This is why I'm not really flying about a lot. I don't want to be over those. Do a nice little circle of the stones. What an amazing sight. I'm glad your sister's liking it, Dennis. As I said, I am trying to keep an eye on the chat, so my apologies if I missed you. But yeah, around here is absolutely gorgeous. I live literally 5 minutes from here. I used to live in Southampton, which is obviously where you've seen my cruise videos from, which is about 40 minutes away from here. And a couple of years ago I moved out to a lovely little village called Durrington, which is right next to Stonehenge, and we've actually got our own little Stonehenge, which is called Woodhenge. Have a look at it on Google, and it's you'll see it was a little village not far from here, and it's right on the River Avon. And as people used to die, they used to put them onto the little boats, sail them down the river, and they actually used to come. Let me just swing the camera around. That there is a long barrow in the middle there. That's the 303. It is very windy. Right. Okay, let's just go over to the end path over here. Right, as we come down here, you'll see where the A303 is there below, with all the cars driving on the wrong side of the road, guys, in America. Yep, we drive on the wrong side of the road. And the river used to come all the way down to here. And then they used to walk people up this little path that you can see here. And that little hill you can see on the left there is another long barrow. And they used to walk them up to Stonehenge, where they used to have the sacrimonious events and do whatever they used to do with them, which nobody is actually very clear of. Let me move to the left a little bit. I'm just over the flight path of people. And that road you can see in the top, that's the old road, which is where I am. I'm further up there. Just above the distance there you can see a few more barrow ridges. That's called the King Barrow Ridge. Lots of history around here, guys. How's the sun doing? I've got 53% battery left, so what I'll do is I'll probably change filters when I bring it back and change batteries, so we can catch that sunset a little bit more. Let's try and get a nice bit of sun in there. Cold English sunshine. It's just because the wind alarms. Try and bring that light down a little bit. Yeah, we need to sort of pay attention to what side of the road we're driving on. We do it American style, we'd be in big trouble. Nah, Dennis, yeah, round here pretty much does. The A303 is like the main link from the centre of the UK down to the west coast of the UK, so Devon and Cornwall, Somerset. And the 303 is like the main trunk road from the south east to the southwest. So it's a very, very busy road. And like I said, they are going to be closing this road down in a few years when they've built the tunnel. So all these cars here are a dying route. They won't be able to see this view anymore from the road, which is a good thing, because as a local we get a lot of traffic slowing down. Everybody slows down to see the stones and it causes traffic chaos on that road. Just give you a little pan of the area. So that road there is that goes to the visitor centre, which is up to your northeast over there. The visitor centre was built a few years ago now, and much to the disgust of the locals, it's monetised the beautiful stones. Luckily, as locals, we're allowed to enter Stonehenge free of charge, but if you're a visitor, unfortunately, that's your only way to get in there. Okay, let's have another little bit of a circle about. It's not easy trying to do a fly around with cold fingers. Hi Drone Crush, thank you very much, my friend. I'm going to need another cup of coffee when I get home to warm these fingers up, I can tell you that. Look at that, that's beautiful. I'm going to try and get that as a little photo, I think.